Now, as the protests against K S Eshwarappa's statements continue to escalate in the Karnataka Assembly, Congress there ups their demand on Eshwarappa to resign. In fact, now India Today reached out to JP Nadda, the president of the BJP. He says that he does not subscribe to the views of what Eshwarappa has said. In fact, slamming Eshwarappa, saying that such comments will not be entertained or encouraged. India Today has exclusively spoke to JP Nadda on this issue. In fact, heard that Nadda slammed Eshwarappa, gave him a good dressing down, saying that such a statement should not come from anyone. Nadda has also added that irresponsible behavior will not be tolerated within the party. Now, BJP chief has also said that the Saffron party always follows the constitution and law, and this is irresponsible behavior and it will not be tolerated. He's also added that stern warning has been issued against to K S Eshwarappa. In fact, he has been warned against making such statements. Karnataka Minister K S Eshwarappa earlier slammed the Saffron flag. As he says, in fact, the Karnataka minister had claimed that the Saffron flag will one day replace the national flag in the future. His remarks has come amid growing protests over the hijab controversy in Karnataka colleges. And of course, this has now been slammed. JP Nadda himself not subscribing to Eshwarappa's views.
कर्नाटक के वरिष्ठ मंत्री हैं के एस ईश्वरप्पा, जिन्होंने बयान दिया भगवे ध्वज को लेके कि देश में भगवा ध्वज लहराएगा, तो जो डीके शिव कुमार हैं, सिद्धारमैया है, कर्नाटक के नेता, वो तो एकदम बीजेपी चढ़ गए कि यही बीजेपी की सोच है, इनको तो तिरंगा पसंद ही नहीं, तो भगवा ध्वज चाहते। तो आपने ईश्वरप्पा से बात की?
बिल्कुल।
क्या कहा
हमने? दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल, ये वक्तव्य नहीं होना चाहिए,
बोला आपने?
हाँ, पक्का, बिल्कुल। अच्छा। मैं इसमें देर कभी करता नहीं हूं। देखिए, हम कानून पर चलने वाले लोग हैं, हम संविधान को मानने वाले लोग हैं, संविधान की रक्षा करना हमारी जिम्मेवारी है। वी आर नेशनलिस्ट पीपल। और गलत बयानी, इररिस्पॉन्सिबल बयानी हम बर्दाश्त नहीं करते हैं। और मैं, क्षमा करिएगा, कई बार क्या होता है कि कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं, अति उत्साही हो जाते हैं, विदिन उनको मालूम है कि अब फोन आने वाला है और मैंने पूछना और अच्छे।
क्या बताया उन्होंने आपको?
वो बता रहे थे कि ऐसा हुआ, शिव कुमार ने कहा, मैंने कहा नथिंग डूइंग।
अच्छा किया, टाइट किया मतलब?
हम शब्द टाइट नहीं बोलते हैं, लेकिन हमारे सीनियर लीडर हैं, उनको हमने जिन शब्दों में बताना चाहिए था कि इस तरीके से नहीं होता है, और ये ठीक नहीं है।
Okay, all right. Now, India Today Bhagwa flag newsbreak has now created ripples there. Siddaramaiah dares Nadda to dismiss Eshwarappa. In fact, India Today, as it speaks exclusively to JP Nadda has said he does not subscribe to the views of Eshwarappa and that he's been spoken to and has been told that he must not make such irresponsible statements. But here, former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, now daring JP Nadda, why don't you dismiss Eshwarappa? This is what Siddaramaiah has said. He says, and I quote, Eshwarappa is not above the government or the party. This is the biggest news break currently in Karnataka over the Saffron storm. India Today has been closely tracking these developments, and we're looking at Siddaramaiah now reacting to India Today's exclusive conversation with JP Nadda, where Nadda has said that he does not subscribe to such views of Eshwarappa and that he has been asked not to make irresponsible statements. Over that, Siddaramaiah of the Congress now asking why does JP Nadda not dismiss Eshwarappa from the party at the earliest. He says Eshwarappa is not above the government or the party. This is indeed the biggest news break right here on India Today. The Bhagwa flag news break now creating ripples in the assembly, in the Karnataka Assembly, with Karnataka Congress now demanding Eshwarappa's resignation, quoting JP Nadda's exclusive conversation with India Today. Let's take a listen.
Mr. Eshwarappa, who is a minister in the state government, he made a statement insulting national flag. Is it not in a violation of Article 55? Can he continue as a minister in the cabinet?
Now his own party president also said.
And his party president, Mr. Nadda, gave an interview to
India Today.
India Today, wherein he said that Mr. Eshwarappa, whatever he said, insulting national flag, is a wrong thing.
All right, do take a quick look at this election season's blockbuster interview with JP Nadda on India Today with Rahul, Kanwal at 8 p.m. Do not miss out on the entire interview as he speaks extensively. But on the other side, do stay tuned. Watch out exactly what Eshwarappa said, which has really created quite some commotion with the BJP High Command now asking him to not make such irresponsible statements. In fact, Eshwarappa had said that one day the saffron flag will take over and replace the tricolour in the future. That may happen, and he welcomes it. This is what Eshwarappa has said, which to now JP Nadda has slammed him, saying that this is irresponsible and we don't subscribe to it. Let's have a listen.
ಕಟ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಒಂದ್ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ನಗ್ತಿದ್ರು ಹೌದಾ ನಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನು 100 ವರ್ಷನೋ 200 ವರ್ಷನೋ 500 ವರ್ಷ ನಂತರ ಭಗವತ್ ಧ್ವಜವೇ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಧ್ವಜ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ
ये वक्तव्य नहीं होना चाहिए।
बोला आपने?
हाँ पक्का बिल्कुल। मैं इसमें देर कभी करता नहीं हूं। देखिए हम कानून पर चलने वाले लोग हैं, हम संविधान को मानने वाले लोग हैं, संविधान की रक्षा करना हमारी जिम्मेवारी है। वी आर नेशनलिस्ट पीपल। हम और गलत बयानी, इररिस्पॉन्सिबल बयानी हम बर्दाश्त नहीं करते हैं।
When the national president of BJP has said that what he has said is wrong, that substantiates our demand that he should be sacked. Even after making a statement, he is not ready to accept. Because national flag is the most important for us. They have always been saying BJP, nation first, national flag is our first. That's what they've been saying. But now, in this issue, we have been fighting from last 5-6 days, day and night. We are having dharna in the assembly and the council to saying that what Eshwarappa has said, case has to be filed against him.
When the national president himself is agreeing, what is the state president and the CM doing? So that means to say that Eshwarappa is more powerful than these two people put together, the state president Mr. Katil and Mr. Bommai, or is Mr. Bommai doing all this just to save his chair?
You know, it's a double-edged sword, and one leader says that whatever they have done is right. The president says what they have done is wrong. If at all, if Nadda is very serious on what he has told Mr. Eshwarappa, he should be sacked immediately from the cabinet. It is not the culture of Karnataka where people go bluntly on all these issues. I think if at all Mr. Nadda is serious about Mr. Eshwarappa, he should be asked to quit the cabinet.